This is Hollywood superstar Hugh Jackman. Welcome to Series 4 of the Dad Tales podcast. These two are the real greatest showmen. Sit back and enjoy.
I'm going to definitely cut this bit out.
So the question is...
We don't ever find the answer out. But that's like being in between like your mum and your dad.
Hang on for a second. We've had that one. What are you talking about? So what was the age? Good evening, Andy.
Good evening, Leon. I just had to clear my throat then.
What
I didn't
was
want to
that?
get mid, Leon, and choke. I've heard that before. And nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. You know what today is?
It's Happy Dad Tales Day.
Happy Dad Tales Day. It's special episode today. I like doing these special episodes because we obviously pre-record these when one of us is busy, or we just can't be bothered. So we have a few in the bank generally. You know, people know this, don't they? So we don't know when this is going to go out.
No.
It's just there, so we don't timestamp it. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas,
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy Hanukkah.
Mm.
So we do that, and then it'll just go out whenever it goes out.
Ah.
So we've not done one of these for a while. This is our questions podcast. So every now and again we get some questions come in through our social media, through our electronic mail account. And we used to do these all the time and then just kind of haven't, have we? We've been so busy doing other stuff and creating awesome things. And yeah.
Who are you trying to convince? I'm saying with you, and I do the same thing as you.
Fair point. So I've been through the questions and I want to do this slightly different to how we've done it before.
Oh, no.
This is your advice.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to ask you, and you're going to give me the advice. These as well.
I might now go through the question bank.
We'll do that on another episode.
That's brilliant.
We've got these questions, right? I'll help you out a little bit.
Yeah.
Just so we're not, if we're both going down, might as well go down together.
What?
Yeah, not in like a 96.
Let's get on with this.
These do. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 questions here from our general public population. These do get slightly worse, should we say?
Worse.
So, which what I've done here? I've got people on the hook.
All right, nice.
Got them on the hook, so they're going to hang around for the worst.
I did that. Do I keep disappearing? That comes up. If not, I'll leave it.
What? No, you're still there.
I keep because I'm on charge. It keeps jumping on and off. So
Oh no, have you got?
I'm connected. No, I'm connected.
Oh, yeah.
No, what it is like like the network cable. Not for the listeners. They don't know what's going on. Just for inside the room.
Okay, it's for us.
Let's go.
Right. Question number 1.
Uno.
What is the most useless talent you have?
Oh God.
We try and keep these under about 30 minutes.
Yeah. Most useless talent I've
big
got.
list.
I can smell rain.
What, like when it's coming?
Yeah, I know it's going to rain.
Like
My nose starts
a
dribbling, and I can smell it in the air. I genuinely can smell it. I can smell rain's coming in the air.
I don't know if that's a useless talent. That's like, get a coat on.
Yeah, I can tell you it's going to rain. Not within like 5 minutes, and it's going to rain. But I know like it's going to be a wet morning or next day. I'm really bad. I wake up in the morning and my nose just streams. It's going to rain.
Sure, it's not already raining, and that's not.
Probably rain on my face going, bloody hell, it's going to absolutely chuck it down.
It's not that much of a special skill.
What else can I do? That's useless talent.
I know these are your questions, but I have what I would consider one useless talent.
What's that?
I feel like I can run downstairs really fast.
Yeah, I'm not good at stairs.
I think if I was getting chased by someone, if I was on like a film, and when they're running like in a car park and they're downstairs, I genuinely think I could outrun them. I think if it was an Olympic event running downstairs.
Can we test this theory?
What, like
I chase you downstairs, recording, I chase you downstairs, because you're saying you're fast downstairs.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm very fast downstairs. So if I catch you.
Yeah, we could do this. We just need to. We don't live anywhere where there's an amount of stairs.
But I'll drive.
Let's go.
Right now. Pause it, we're back in a bit.
I told you I could do it.
So yeah.
That's what I would
Challenge.
consider.
Challenge Lem.
That's what I would consider my useless talent to be. Running downstairs fast.
Yeah.
Serves no great purpose at all.
Do you know what? I think I'm one of them people that are like, I can do a lot of things badly, or I'll attempt things. I don't think I've actually got a talent in anything.
Yeah, we've both said for a while we skirt around average, don't we?
Yeah,
And then anything above that's an absolute bonus.
yeah, completely agree.
But then you've got skills like your magic and stuff. I mean, I'm using that term very loosely.
Yeah, very loosely, because like they're just basic stuff that you could do tomorrow.
You do like to not join a fad, but like we remember a few months ago when we talked about you doing the Rubik's Cube.
And I learned.
And you learned to do the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I've got a compulsive disorder.
Where you'll just go, I'm going to do it. I'm gonna
Yeah, and then I go for it. I think
Yeah.
it's like, I think that sounds like ADHD or something.
I
isn't
don't
it?
know, but you do put effort into stuff.
Oh yeah, I go
Like
for
when
it.
we've done challenges.
Yeah, I go
you
for it,
proper
yeah.
go for it.
Yeah, marathon training at the moment. Doing really well. Depending on when this podcast goes out. I could be running marathons right now.
You could be.
And it could be, as today, I've done that all. So, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, I don't think I've got a useless talent I want to hang my hat on, but I'll give out a go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think you're right.
yeah. Sorry.
Can you do like blow Maltesers and things like that?
Yeah,
Well, let's have a party trick
I've
other than
done it.
magic.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I can invent me.
It's funny because I can tie around in a knot. I used to be able to
Oh,
turn my eyelid inside.
no, I've never been able to do that. I used to be able to tuck my ear inside my other ear, but I can't do
Your
that
ear
anymore.
inside your other ear.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't mean that. I mean, tuck your ear. You used to be able to tuck my ear inside itself, and he's like sitting my ear. I don't know how I used to do it, but I used to do that.
See, that will be an
Yeah.
absolutely useless talent.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to be able to blow like a wood pigeon. Do you know, go.
Oh,
Whoo. I tried that phrase. I couldn't get it to do it. I can whistle. Is that a useless talent? I don't know.
no. Whistling is a very underrated talent.
I can whistle. I can whistle like that, quite loud. And I can whistle with my fingers.
Yeah.
And I can whistle. Should whistle inside? Should it? Devil's work, isn't it? Something like that. Anyway, can you whistle?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers and thumbs.
Fingers and thumbs.
Yeah.
Can we
It's when you're at an event and something happens and everyone's going,
Yeah.
and you can just stick your
Yeah.
fingers in and everyone goes, that's amazing.
See, I don't
But
think
it's
it's amazing.
No, I don't. But like,
But like when I whistle, I don't like that everyone looks at me.
Well-
yeah, I'm trying to get someone's attention for purpose, but it's like I was thinking like, what I'm not been whistling being loud.
I used to like it when I was football coaching, and you know, you just go,
Oh,
oh,
no.
it just needs, or like lifeguarding, it just sort of walking
Yeah.
around with whistles in my pocket. Oi!
Well, that's why I learned to do it. So once again, it's like with anything else, like Rubik's Cube, that someone on poolside was whistling without a whistle, if that makes sense. I was like, I won't do that. So I learned to whistle. Top of the slide. The kids drowning. Me going. Go on, you go next, mate. Go on, think.
Spitting everywhere. Right. If you were a professional wrestler,
Oh.
what would your walk on music be?
It would be the Cult. She sells Sanctuary.
Seashells on the seashore. The Cult, the Sanctuary.
Yeah,
I mean, we can't play it because it just gets cut.
yeah.
I don't know that tune.
It's a right tune. So that like if I was boxing, I would come out to that. It's a right tune, the Cult.
I've often thought is I just can't think of one. Can't think of which one I would do. What would be your wrestling name? And it's normally something like that you are. Like wrestlers normally try and figure something that they look like or the character fits or something like that. Like $1 Million Man,
Yeah.
IRS,
Repo Man.
Repo Man, yeah.
Big.
Big Boss Man, Randy Ric Flair,
I don't know.
Randy
Big
Macho Man, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't really know what my name would be.
This could be a podcast discussion of its own.
Yeah.
A guest podcast discussion.
Yeah,
Let's get a guest on,
yeah.
and we'll get wrestling names,
All right.
walk on music. Right. So as we go in, what would be the most inappropriate thing to say at a job interview? Have you ever said anything at a job interview and thought,
No, I don't think I have. See, I'm bad when I'm in an interview. I'm bad for just throwing everything at a wall and hoping something will stick. And then when they go, oh yeah, tell us more about that, I'm like, I'm in. Here we go. Off we go. What's the worst thing you could say at a job interview?
or could do? Other than like turning up late,
Well,
swearing. Swearing would be pretty bad. Wouldn't it? If
Yeah.
you just dropped a
yeah.
oh
Or
fuck.
what looked undecent, if that makes sense. Like, as in like a
Yeah,
cock
like
out.
cock out.
Like a bubby tippy.
You just walk in doing your elephant impression.
Yeah, I've got magic trick. What? Elephant.
Now it's an helicopter. Woo, woo.
No, I'm not.
Slightly inappropriate.
Yeah.
What if you were to, like we've obviously previously, as working in leisure, and you've maybe stopped somebody doing something because of maybe they're pregnant.
Oh yeah.
If you got to like them, and we've done it before. Sorry, you can't use this. You
Yeah.
can't go in the jacuzzi because you're pregnant. You can't go on the slide because you're pregnant. If you was an interview, say, "Oh, congratulations," or
Oh yeah.
when's it
That'd be
due?
bad. Yeah. I used to die when I used to do that. When you say
I
that,
never did it.
I've-
I would never gamble it
wouldn't you?
unless it was absolutely nailed on.
Did I tell you about the time when we was at a football tournament?
Oh,
Norwich
God.
football team.
Oh, God.
I was trying to be really, really like nice sort of thing because at the time,
Fatty, boom, boom.
no, at the time they're boys and girls playing, if that makes sense. And this kid had really long hair and it was like plaited really nicely, like what Aaron would have hair plaited nicely. And I was like, wow, well done, boys, that was brilliant football. And the kid like sort of walked over, looked at me, and I went, oh, and girls, sorry, do you know what I mean? Because it looked at me as if to say like thingy, and then parent went, that's a boy, I'll have and I was like, I can't do right for doing wrong here. I was a Blackpool of the year. I was like, oh man.
Do you know what we saw yesterday? We saw clearly a man on a bike in a dress with a beard, and his beard was plaited. Only had pigtails. There was a lot going on all at once.
Yeah.
A lot going on all at once. So I
I
suppose
don't want to get into this one.
if you got into
I might get shut down when the comment I was just about to say something you wouldn't say in an interview. I was just about to be told, unfortunately, you're not what we're looking for.
yeah, that's the sort of thing, isn't it? Like you often get asked like diversity questions now, don't you? Or even just customer service questions, and you'll just go, "Well, I won't be having none of that shit."
Yeah. Not in my
Yeah.
establishment. Yeah, I think yeah, if you're derogatory or something like that, thingy. But
Yeah, anything where they say, they cut the interview short.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna.
we'll call you. You don't call us.
Yeah. Worst things to say at an interview. I have no weaknesses.
Yeah, I hate people like that. Although, do you know what I hate when people go, well, my weakness is I work too hard. I like to finish every job. Oh, come on.
Yeah, these aren't even fun. These are just serious ones, no fun in it.
I got let go from my last job for sticking my
awesome.
dick in the bacon slicer.
Yeah, they let me go because I'm just
too hot.
too good.
I was so efficient. I was making the rest of the workforce look terrible, so they just had to let me go.
Oh man, I suppose that's the other thing. And if you're sat at the other side of that table and somebody comes in and says that, I once cut an interview short with somebody.
Did you really? I've never done that.
Yeah, I did it on the sly though. I had maybe 8 questions to ask, and after about 3, I knew it wasn't right.
Yeah.
So I was asking so many, and the person I was in was asking so many, and I just went on to like the last question. And I could see the woman next to me was interviewing women, was like looking and going,
What's going on? The person had gone, you just couldn't have 4 questions. I know, Susan. I was trying to move on.
As soon as she went like this, as if to say, we've missed out a few bits, and then it suddenly clicked that she knew the same thing. It wasn't going to work. The chemistry just wasn't there.
No. Have you ever interviewed someone that's potentially like a previous employee and saying something and you're like, that's not true? Like, know your audience sort of thing. Have you ever been in that situation?
Nothing that sticks in my mind, but I know what you mean.
I have.
Because I've said to people before, you can elaborate.
Yeah.
If I'm giving advice.
There's elaborate and there's lying.
Yeah.
And someone's like, yeah, I almost built this place. What? I was here putting the first brick down. What? Talking about?
This building's 30 years old.
Yeah.
You're only 20.
Yeah. I was the first person to go down that slide.
Would you call somebody out on that? Did you call somebody out?
I don't think I called them out. I just said, I think I sort of like.
You're lying.
No, I think I'd like give like an open question that then they sort of put them into a position where they then couldn't answer the.
Tell me a little bit more about
that.
that.
Tell me a little more. Like, how was that working then? If that makes sense. It was like, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I've had that where people have lied about. I was going to give you an example then, but fuck.
Right, your next question. How do I tell my childhood friend I can't stand being around her now?
Oh, honestly, the best policy.
Do you think?
Yes, I'm not saying go up and go, yeah, I don't like you anymore. Just sit like,
Well, that's honest.
yeah, but like broach it as like, don't you think we're going a bit apart? I don't think our personalities have started to change a little bit. I just stop calling her. But I do think if, like, I always find it strange that people like ghost people and stuff, and then just like sort of cut them out and stuff, and it's like, because if they don't know, then it makes it hard, doesn't it, sort of thing.
I think that would be my exact way of doing it.
Well, just ghost them.
Just phase them out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think sometimes though, I've had friends from back in the day, for whatever reason, we have grown apart naturally. It's not been a case of phasing or there's everything being wrong.
Natural
like,
selection.
Tomorrow, I bumped into her, I'd have a conversation and said, "Oh, do you want to go for a drink?" I'm like,
I think that's probably what this sort of situation is. So you maybe had somebody at high school or whatever that you've got on really well. And then as you've sort of grown older, maybe not seeing each other as much, you suddenly, maybe your values or something change. And you're off down a completely different path. And then all of a sudden they're like, "No, you're very different people."
Yeah.
That's a lot easier, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than maybe that if you're friends with somebody constantly and you see them all the time, to go, actually, we don't align now.
What makes it worse is if they're friends in a friend circle and you're still like coming and bumping into each other and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had anybody like that.
I know what you mean. I suppose in that friendship circle, though, you can almost gravitate to other people, can't you? When if it's just a pair, it's hard to get rid.
Yeah. I think maybe be slightly honest, or maybe start calling them out on certain things. Like, so say if you're growing apart, but their values are different, and they're like, say, being maybe derogative or something like that, you could say, "Whoa, that's not very nice. What have you been like that for? That's not you. That's not your personality. That's not the friend I grew with. What have you been like that for?"
And I
I
suppose
say all the time too. Keep back there, please, mate.
I suppose that gives you a good get out as well, doesn't it? That you can then be honest and say,
"Well, actually, I've been telling you.
Actually, our values, we see things very differently. That's not bad. You can have your opinions, I'll have mine, but fucking don't call me ever again."
Yeah. And being part of that Nazi party is not going to wash with me.
Yeah. Good answer, that one.
Thanks, man.
Honesty is the best policy.
Sometimes.
My wife works all my wife. She works all the time and doesn't have time for me. What's you're obviously a married man over many, many years. How do you keep, because you're very busy as well, not just for the things that you do, the things that you do with your kids, the things that you do as a family. How do you ensure that the magic, I suppose, doesn't end? I mean, apart from being awesome like you.
Yeah, no. Bit corny though, because like when we was together younger, that was it. It was our world. Like selfishly, it was all about us, if that makes sense. But as soon as kids come along, like that dynamic's massively changed. There isn't time for us two to be what we used to be. For the last 8-10 years, because the kids have been the main sole focus. Right? But give it a couple of years and the independence will be back for the kids. So it'll be like before we had kids. Whereas
you've almost got 3 lives, haven't you?
Yeah.
As a pair.
When I had money, when I didn't have money.
When you still ain't got money.
No, probably get worse. But yeah, so like I think he's probably, if I've been awful, he wanted my wife.
Yeah.
A little bit selfish. Because that's quite needy. And I don't know, I want to come across.
Don't say anything about kids.
No.
That plays a part.
So then if it's still a duo, then that's probably maybe I don't want to start causing a riff here, but growing apart a little bit maybe.
You still got to, I think, during a relationship, make time for each other to be a couple as well, because you are still adults, and I get that like certain people have just no, we're just this.
Yeah, but if we become adults and we end up becoming more kids.
But even stuff like doing things on your own, I think they're important. Like having your own friends and stuff like that. I think if you do everything together. Yeah,
so that's something that's weird with me and the wife. We don't we never really have gone out as a couple. We did when we go out for meals and stuff like that, but we never got drinking.
Yeah.
So I got my friends like day drinking or night drinking, and we sometimes got as couples, but never ever would have just us two, let's go away and go about bars.
Well, that's what I mean about like having almost 3 lives. So as you're youngsters, you do stuff together and do stuff like that, maybe as a group or whatever, or you go out with your friends, she goes out and you meet. Then you have like your family time, and then you almost have that when kids are grown up and you're out of that to do other things where not necessarily drinking, but you just do things that wouldn't necessarily appeal to you when you was 19, 20. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like a spa day. Where you'd go now, you go, I'd be all over a fucking spa day.
I love spa day.
But like when you were 19, that probably wouldn't be a thing for you, would it? Or like
I
when you're
like
19 and you maybe thought like theme parks. When you're in your 40s and 50s, as a couple, you
theme
might
parks.
food,
Yeah.
spewing.
I just think like we're too comfortable. Like I'm not getting corny and cheesy, but we are very comfortable that there's not that. I'm a needy guy. Do you know what I mean?
Pressure.
Yeah, but like, I'm needy and I'm like, I want to cuddle and stuff like that. What, do you know what I mean? I'm like, kidding. I mean, like, as in like that sort of thing. But I'm not needy that I have to want to always be doing something with it because we will do things together. Just with kids there, sort of thing. As weird as that is.
I think possibly in this situation, it's more maybe a neglect thing. Maybe Theme wants to do stuff and she it feels like she's too busy. I think if it gets to that point...
Oh, because it's work, didn't I? I've gone on a whole different tangent.
Yeah.
I do apologise, sir.
But if it gets to that point, then I suppose that's the time in it to say,
is this
we
working?
need to spend some time together and do proper stuff. Yeah. You can't work all the time.
No, I know a few people that are proper workaholics. It's like... What? It's hard. Sometimes I think some occupations you need to do that to get on, if that makes sense.
But with everything, you've got to have balance, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you've got to find something that works for you. If you're both absolute workaholics and you're happy to, crawl into bed at 9 o'clock, I've not seen each other all day, and just go, well, let's go to sleep and do it all again tomorrow. If that works for you, that works for you. But if there's one person out of the pair that doesn't work for you, then that's not gonna be any good, is it?
I think we'll go back to that thing. Honesty is the best policy. So,
Honesty.
Hey up, love. I feel a bit neglected here. Where's a bit of quality time together?
I need a cuddle.
Yeah. Get here. Come here.
We could just cut that bit up. The final question.
There's more. I
we've
thought
got-
we've done them all there.
We've got deep. This isn't like leading on to anything either. I think my wife is having an affair.
Oh, no.
And I think it's because my penis is too small. These are the dark ends of the emails. What advice are you going to give a fellow man?
How small? How small? Go on then. How small? I won't worry about that then.
It's all in the thud. What if this was a friend of yours in the pub and they just said, I think my wife...
Do you know what I do? Genuinely what I do. It's all for this is I go, whose round is it? And goes,
it's mine, okay.
Yeah. Kind of words.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be giving people advice.
On the size of the penis.
What's classed as small?
I don't know. It's an unfortunate thing, isn't it, with things like that, because
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I mean. You dealt. You got to play the cards you dealt.
Yeah.
And
Did I send this in?
a little bit. It's
God. Again, honestly, the best policy. Ask her. Have you got a pose? That is my thing. Maybe bring toys into the bedroom.
like a Tonka truck.
Roaring that in. I can get Thomas, Edward, everyone in here. Backing trains in.
Look at the tunnel. Because that might, bring back like bad vibes if he's seen a big train going into a
plowing through the I don't know.
We'll sleep on that one, shall we?
Yeah. I can't really give advice because it's an hard one.
So if you are ever in the pub and any of your friends feel that they want to bring these things to you,
Not me.
yeah.
Not me. My problem as well, I've got no fill. A couple of beers in me, I'll start taking piss. Like, not in a bad way, but I'll start making, start making jokes. It's like, don't ask me questions.
Like, little dick.
Yeah. It's a bit of affliction, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's tough as well if you have got a little wing. Not only that.
Are you like what's it called? Where you're like self-scripting? You know, I try and get off your chest.
I'm trying to get some
It's
advice.
tough when still make it work.
I mean, Barry.
You can do other things though.
Yeah, but I suppose that if you have got a little widget, that's tough itself. But if your missus is then seeing somebody else because your widget is little, and like I said, what do you do about it?
Go find someone where your widget's not little. Oh no. That's bad advice. Whoa!
Yeah, don't go asking people.
2 minutes ago I said, don't ask me for advice because I can find advice. That was it. Turn this off.
We're done on that bombshell.
No.
I'll see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.
Keep smiling.
There's a...
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_ or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you are providing us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.